Hello and welcome to Talkin Baseball. It's time. The All JM team. I mean, history gets decided today, so let's do it. Let's talk ball. Bryce Elder.
Justin Morneau.
I think you might be out right now.
I think that's a freaking homer to right center.
Hello and welcome to Talkin Baseball, brought to you by Fanatics Markets. Go check out Fanatics Markets when you get a chance. My name is Jake Storielli. That is Trevor Plouffe. We are giving out the All JM baseball team, the most prestigious award in baseball. For years, they missed it, and we said we needed to bring it. So month by month, and then by the year's end, the best players who played the game every year. Coach Trev, how are you?
Jakey boy, I always enjoy doing the All JM team, and I think we talked about it a little bit. Maybe this was off camera, but April's the best month because it is an absolute you-know-what show. Everyone's all clustered up. I have questions about what defensive metrics mean through April. I don't know. Saris, are you going to respond to my text? Not sure. Other than that, I'm doing great. I'm happy to see you. You look like – are you like on the beach somewhere?
I am in New Smyrna Beach, Florida. My mother lives down here now, snowbirding it a little bit. She kind of doesn't want to snowbird it. She wants to be down here. We have Southern Italian skin. We tan pretty well on me and my mother's side. She called me pale, which I didn't like how that hit yesterday. And by the way, it's a tan. It's too tan. It's old lady tanning for the first summer of her life tan. So that's what's going on. But yeah, I came down here, Cinco de Mama's Day, I'm calling it, a little bit of Cinco de Mayo with Mother's Day. I have a friend's baby shower this weekend and work I couldn't get down, so I panic booked the trip. I wrote a little mental stand-up routine for the people. I'll tease it on here. I don't do stand-up. But I was like, there's a beautiful thing in seeing your parents get old because you have the privilege of seeing your parents get old. The other side of that is me and my mom, we were at a bar yesterday. Any car that was parallel parking, she had to watch it. And I was like, what's this, Mom? I was like, we don't need that. But yeah, she seems happy. Happy Cinco de Mama to all those that celebrate. I think we got to dive in, Trev, because these are our gnarliest episodes.
I just have one question, and then we'll go.
Please.
Was she hoping for like a crash of sorts? Like, was she hoping for someone to mess the parallel parking up? Was she shaming people if you can't do it within 3 turns?
Shaming. Shaming.
Is she
my
like
mom's
a
very
parallel parker or something?
My mom is a very good parallel parker.
Wow.
She did pass that on to me. I'll go head to head against anyone in a parallel park, even though, these city days have taken away from my abilities a little bit. But yeah, she wants to see them fail. And it's kind of an old party retirement town, so a lot of them do fail. Anyways, All JM, if you're new here, again, originally the conversation started with all-star games are kind of odd because at the end of the year we say, who are the all-stars? And some of those guys have horrible second halves. Some of those guys may be not deserved initially, that we wanted to track away to see who are the best players by the end of the year and month by month along the way, but not in the individual month. A lot of times we hear about, the player of the month in June. No, we want to stack the months to find out who has been the best player through April, the best player through May, the best player, et cetera, et cetera. We sort through the information. Dalton has put together an incredible sheet. Rob Sirocco producing, and we try to sort through it to give guys their flowers, which has led to us calling each month a pedal. And if you can somehow win it every month at your position, you win the Silver Daisy. Our guy Joe's McFly is going to be handing out some awards this year, which is going to be some fun talking baseball content. And the great Jombino is on call. I should warn the people, he's still in hell. He had his Achilles surgery about a week ago, and he cannot move, but he also kind of can't work. He's in hell. That I did ask if he wants to be on call. He said yes. He's in the sheet. That he will be our default split vote. And then from there, it could be the Feely 5. It could be Jolly Olive. It could be, I don't know, maybe Trev calls Brian Dozier. I don't know, but we're going to figure it out.
We were texting yesterday.
It's nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything you need to get off your chest, Coach?
First, right off the rip, I think we're going to have a discussion. I mean, we're starting in the AL. We're starting in catcher like we always do on All JM. And
nice.
We're right off the rip, I think there's something we have to talk about.
And I will say this before we dive in a little bit. I don't know if special shout out is the right term, but we got sent these ALS awareness shirts through Boog Shiambi's charity, Project Main Street. We want to encourage all of you on your end, buy your own End ALS shirts. Wear it on June 2nd. That is Lou Gehrig's day. The shirt comes in every color. All proceeds go directly to those living with ALS. Let's end ALS. And yeah, if you like a good talking baseball, a little bit of a goof with a very serious thing that we'd like to raise awareness for. I got sent Trevor Plouffe's XL Minnesota Twins color and ALS shirt, and Trev got sent me and Jimmy's medium and large and ALS Yankee shirts.
I put it on. It just wasn't going to be a good visual for the whole episode, so I decided right here in the background's perfect for it. Perfect.
Yeah, it's weird. You know, parts of my body can fill out this XL shirt and other parts of my body don't, which is really weird. So get involved in that if you can. We would appreciate it. Boog would appreciate it. And Chris Rose. It's all for Chris Rose at the end of the day. All right, Coach. AL catcher, I'll let you tee it up.
I had this whole speech because, you know, a lot of times we have our when the statistics are close, especially early on in the season, we have to look for things that each of us like or think can differentiate between players because we have to make a decision. A lot of times it's games played is a big one for us, and at bats and I go walk to strikeout ratio is a big one, or zero sum games, which is like a Jimmy O'Brien thing. We go to that every once in a while. So right away, I'm trying to find a way to put Ryan Jeffers and give him a pedal. But
stop it.
Then I start going to games played, and then there's an Adley Rutschman discussion, but he doesn't have the games played. So I think I have my answer already. Because those two things cancel out. You go.
I want to take one step back. I like how you built that up. I like that we're playing with them a little bit, whatever them is. The other thing that I think should be out there is, this is the only award show where we fully peel back the curtain. We will tell you if the winner is because of batting with runners in scoring position, whether it's some guys are platoon guys that, yes, we try to get nitty gritty and we lay it all out there for you people. And hey, if you like it, comment. That a lot of us, we watch our teams every night, that sometimes we get roped in, that we get distracted from some of these other guys. That my last thing before this AL catcher position last year, 3 Silver Daisy winners. It was Cal Raleigh at this AL catcher position. Soup to nuts, start to finish, every month Cal Raleigh won. Aaron Judge in the American League outfield, and then Shohei Ohtani, last year's DH. A great note here by Dalton. A group of guys that all missed it by 1 month last year. Bobby Witt Jr., Jose Ramirez, Byron Buxton, Tarek Skubal, Will Smith, Manny Machado, PCA, Corbin Carroll, and then some other things of note. You mentioned April's the most fun for you, Trev. Past April winners, but nothing else. Christian Campbell, Cedric Mullins, Carson Kelly, Jung-Hoo Lee, that, yeah, April can be the funkiest. Today's episode is sponsored by SeatGeek. The MLB season is here, not to mention NBA and NHL playoffs. It's a sports apocalypse, people. And if you can get to one of these games, get there with SeatGeek, the #1 rated ticketing app and MLB's official ticket marketplace. Each ticket, scale of 1 to 10. If you don't like that, green means good, red means bad. You now know how to use the app. And why don't you use the app with a code? Talkin 2026. That's 10% off your next set of tickets at SeatGeek. So if you've used a code before, if you haven't used a code before, if you have the app, if you don't, download the app, use code Talkin 2026. SeatGeek, we'll see you there. So with all of that, Trev, who is your AL catcher? Because I think it's obvious. I like the drama you built, though.
I mean, there's 4 guys that are kind of right around each other. Adley Rutschman has the best overall slash line. He's one dotting it, but the games played, the plate appearances just really aren't there. I think he had some sort of ankle thing going on earlier. I forget what it was, but 64 plate appearances, probably not going to get it done for you, especially when the guy who I think is the front runner has 136. So we can mention Adley and what he's done offensively. Dylan Dingler and Ryan Jeffers, I think, are right there as far as the numbers. But if you're going by slash line, plate appearances, and I guess also extra base hits kind of come into play for me as well. So I guess I'm prioritizing slug, unless you have like a massive, crazy OBP. So then I might prioritize that. But I think it's our guy, Shea Bangaliers, for me, winning the month of April. 382, 592 for the 974 OPS. He's clearing in B and F4 right now, which I don't know how much that means early on in the season, because some of the defensive metric stuff is interesting. But I think he's there. I wanted to give a shout out to Ryan Jeffers because he does have that crazy OBP, 421, 506 for him. But I think when it's all said and done, I think Shea's our guy in April.
Yeah, I'm glad you gave some guys love. Adley's out. It's April. He's played literally half the games. Carter Jensen getting some love on this list, Dylan Dingler. But yeah, I mean, Langoliers, the batting average, and this is also midnight May 1st, people. This is, and I guess you get a little March this year, that in theory, the past 5 days of games haven't happened, if you're wondering why these stats are off, because we do it at the end of the month. But Langoliers, 328 batting average is the best, 592 slugging is the best. That leads to the best OPS. He's out there every day. I know Jeffers gets slightly dinged by that, but it's what we're doing this time of year, that Langoliers has entered best catcher in baseball conversations.
Oh yeah, he's definitely there. The catching position is strong to quite strong in the big leagues right now, in my opinion. There's some guys that actually are banging out there, and you can add Carter Jensen. I know we didn't talk about him too much, but he's going to be a guy who I think we talk about a ton. I know him and Sal kind of splitting those DH catchers' duties, but I could obviously eventually see him taking over there in Kansas City, and he'll be on this list for quite some time.
Congratulations, Shea Langoliers. Well, after Cal Raleig's dominant run last year, we'll see when he joins the party this year. American League first base, Trev, we've had maybe the best entertainer in the sport so far, Munetaka Murakami, showing up and showing out this season. The Christian Walker resurgence, okay, interested. Vlad Ito, always a constant on this, and Wilson Contreras, not a young guy on the Boston Red Sox. I will get ahead of this one for you. I do believe the answer is Ben Rice with the New York Yankees. Watching what he's done day in, day out has been impressive. That slugging starts with a 7. That's right, a 7. And that, yeah, there's a Murakami homers argument. I guess you could hop around. You can pick and play some other things, but that 1.157 OPS, that's rare air.
It really is. And yeah, you could talk about Murakami and what has he done? He's hit homers, but Ben Rice is right behind him. I mean, Murakami through April, 12 homers, Ben Rice, 10 homers. Ben Rice, more runs, same amount of runs driven in. The walks are also something Murakami does well. 25 walks. Ben Rice has 21. The strikeout to walk ratio is just better for Ben. So I do agree with you right now that the way that he has impacted that Yankees offense is crazy. So I also will go Ben Rice. And Vladdy, like, who is a guy that usually kind of takes over this position in the AL. Nice start for him too. I mean, through April, 354. He's kind of struggled a little bit through the beginning of May, but right now it's the Ben Rice show, and I think Vladdy's got to find a way to. I don't know what he's got to do. Ben Rice keeps this pace up. We're looking like an out of the nowhere Silver Daisy type of guy.
Hey, man, I don't know if baseball internet is talking about it because Ben Rice coming into the season, I know our guy Foolish, he did his top 50 players, and it's become a running gag with him online now because they thought Ben Rice would get platoon versus lefties with Paul Goldschmidt on the team. He has been so good that he's kind of pinned Paulie G to the bench, although Ben Rice just had a hand thing, so let's see how he reacts to that. But I think he's up there with most homers versus left-handed pitching this year. He was listed as one of the most unlucky hitters last year. I always get a little skeptical on that. He has been nails. And yeah, Vladdy, the extra base hits are the difference here, that if Vladdy had a couple more homers, couple more doubles in that OPS, but I mean, he's basically getting beaten by 250 OPS points.
Yeah, so look, Vladdy doing a good job getting on base. Vladdy 438 OBP. It's amazing. Ben Rice 438 for Vladdy, 443 for Ben. So anything we're talking about, Murakami, homers, Vladdy on base, Ben Rice.
Congrats to Ben Rice and Trev. I hate to do this to us because this could derail the whole episode. In the Talkin' Baseball group chat, we have been debating the 8th inning home game, taking the lead in the 8th. Material change, as you've labeled it. It hasn't necessarily sparked the nation, but we will see. Because we have nothing better. So right now we're just
really don't have anything better.
Yeah, we don't. I'll leave it at that. Dalton threw out some suggestions. I didn't necessarily love those. I haven't spent a ton of mental energy on it. What did I say? From wrong to right? No, it rhymed. I don't know. We don't have it yet. So that's it. Yankees internet is searching for a nickname for Rice and Judge, which it's like, okay, we got two names here. The grain and the gavel has been thrown out. We don't have it yet, but the way Ben Rice is playing, people think he deserves a nickname with the Judge, so that's pretty nice.
Okay.
That's let you search.
Yankee-centric right there. Real Yankee-centric.
Yeah, sorry we have to talk about the best team in the American League and the best first baseman in the American League. Sorry for putting everyone through that 2 minutes of hell. Speaking of 2 minutes of hell, my college sex. No, second base. Second base is a interesting one. The names listed, Coach Trev: Ernie Clement, Jeremiah Jackson, Jeff McNeil, and Cole Young. I'll let you chef a little bit.
It's going to be one of the most difficult discussions that we have. Also, shout out, Peraza getting an honorable mention here, but he's also listed on the third base side of things. Where did I see him?
Yeah, Peraza's games. So this is the other tricky part, especially early. Peraza is split 12 games at second, 12 games at third.
He's had a nice start. To the year. Yeah. Okay.
When I looked at this sheet, he was listed as a second baseman. Dalton must have taken some.
He just took him off.
He took him off. He put him in the honorable mention. So we're still having a conversation.
We didn't even talk about Nick Kamakurtz in first base, who has an incredible on-base streak going on.
Yeah. Some of that leaks into May a little bit, but yes.
Yeah. Here's the names that we have listed here for AL second baseman. Ernie Clement, we know what he does. Jeremiah Jackson, who's just been like electric, like big-time hits, some grand slams, I believe. Jeff McNeil, who's been really steady for the A's, has had some big games. Like his overall slash line looks pretty good. And then Cole Young, our young king out there in Seattle doing it. They're so close in all the statistics. It's going to be, we got to figure out what's going on. Because if I read the OPSs from top to bottom, 752, 768, 750, and 777. Nobody has separated themselves. So this is like when, okay, what about defensively? Who's doing better? Because a lot of times that'll show up in their WAR. You know what I Googled? I Googled this morning.
Nice.
Yeah. Which is also, like, Google also has the AI generated answers. Do you like just go for that and then don't look at the rest of the web? Like, what do you do now?
Yeah, I mean, the thing that's happening is there's some stuff you can still search through Google. There's other stuff that I think you search through AI that sometimes there's a tweener that if you get that AI blurb answer you're looking for, then it's over. But you still have to discern that.
Yeah, because it's, this basically just taking stuff from articles throughout the internet. Anyways, for defensive metrics in baseball, a significant enough sample size to reliably judge a player's true skill level is generally considered to be, what do you think?
I would say 100 games.
2 to 3 full seasons.
Okay.
It's what it says. So I don't know what to do with that information. That's why I texted Eno. I'm like, what do you think about this? Because we've used that.
Right.
On all JM, and I don't know. So I think that's out the window for like an April discussion, basically, is what I'm trying to get at here. So now we have to look at these numbers and figure something else out with these AL second basemen. If you want to go runs driven in, well, it's Jeremiah Jackson. I talked about some big homer games. He leads in homers as well. 6. Next closest person is Cole Young with 3. How does Jeff McNeil only have 1 out there in Sacramento? I'm racking my brain a little bit. If we go extra base hits, it's Ernie Clement because he's a doubles king. Runs driven in, he's not there, though. So, like, where are you at? Because I have a lean, but I want to see if you can kind of throw me a different way.
For me, this excuse me. For me, this comes down to 2 guys. It comes down to Jeremiah Jackson and Cole Young. As I'm going through these numbers, like you say, it is comical that these 4 players are showing 4 different routes to a very similar OPS, yes. Which always leads to kind of a fun OPS conversation, or how do you want to build your team? The 2 numbers that leap off the page for me. 1, I should throw a comma for Ernie Clement's doubles. Like, sometimes we ignore 13 doubles by Big Ern. That puts
him on pace for a lot.
That's doubles are half a homer. You guys can have that one for free. Jeremiah Jackson's 24 RBI jumped off the page to me. Ernie Clement in the same conversation, 9 RBI. I know those aren't a predictive stat, so sometimes we don't talk about those, but those are an important stat. The other one that jumped off the page to me was Cole Young's 20 runs. I still like runs scored, and that's more than double anyone else on this page. So that's kind of where I'm hung up. I think I have my pick, but I'm interested to see what else you're spinning on.
We can't really go with team success in this instance. I mean, the A's are winning the AL West, but I don't think Jeff McNeil's in the conversation for this. I think we've narrowed it down. I agree with you. I would add Clement to the conversation, so I'm choosing between 3 of those guys.
Okay.
I like that stat right there. And that might be enough to do it for me. And something this close, and for podcast only, we're showing a clip of Cole Young, what he's done with runners in scoring position this early in the season. His OPS is 1.030. It's the 9th best in all of baseball. He's had to be a catalyst in an offense that, has had some guys start off slow like they typically do. Naylor, Rodriguez, and Cal Raleigh all kind of starting off slow. Cole Young's kind of picked up the slack a little bit in that offense. Jeremiah Jackson's so impactful in a short amount of time with the homers. I think I'm going Cole Young.
Trev, I know we don't even let these thoughts enter our head because it's not part of the exercise. Both guys off to a slow May. Young and Jackson. I don't know, and
That's not what this is about.
It's not. What it is about, and you mentioned we don't know how to quantify defense yet. I know some of the numbers do like young Cole Young. I like what I've seen from young Cole Young. He was my lean. And he's actually higher OPS versus lefties right now. He's getting on base versus righties, but not with a lot of pop.
Jeremiah Jackson, 2 walks to 24 Ks. That doesn't help his cause in my eyes.
It doesn't help, and there is something about it that feels April-y, fluke-ish, but I don't want to make my pick on that because I like the way he performed. I guess I do think I like Cole Young a little bit better defensively, and if I'm going back to my runs and RBI argument, because I watch baseball in the 1980s apparently, Cole Young 39 combined, Jeremiah Jackson 34. It's splitting the atom here. My vote was Cole Young before I knew your vote, and I think it's the right pick. I do. Cole Young, congrats! Wow,
that's got to be his first pedal.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
I was wondering if it's Bangalier's first pedal. Ben Rice probably too. It's a new era. We'll get Dalt on it. Let's hop over to... What's that?
First pedals for all.
First pedals for all. Merry Christmas. Trev, the American League shortstop position. There may be a winner, but there may be controversy. Young Kevin McGonigal's off to a fantastic start. We're obsessed with him. We love him. He also could potentially be your third baseman. He's played both at a lot of games. He's switching over late defensively. Carlos Correa is on this list. Colson Montgomery, playoff Rocchio in April. And Bobby Witt Jr., honorable mention, Gunnar Henderson, Seager, Jacob Wilson, the American League shortstop position coach. You used to be one.
I love the collection of shortstops we have in the game right now. I do. I think we have a nice mixture. It kind of reminds me of third base in my era where there was a mixture of young guys and old guys getting it done. That's what's happening at shortstop right now. You've got Carlos Correa on this list, although he just left with a significant ankle injury, which, that stinks. But then, you got guys like McGonigal, Colson Montgomery, who I don't think people are talking about enough. We mentioned his bat a ton. His early season defensive metrics are off the freaking charts. So what does that say? This is going to be a tough one because I think McGonigal, as far as we're talking offensive statistics, has cleared everybody. 935 OPS for him. He is 3.45ing it as a earmuffs, a fucking rookie. I mean, that gets me going. I know you got a little lead. 328, 426, 509 for him. And we talk about him all the time. He just is a pure hitter. He just looks like he's going to rake for years and years to come. Leads all of these guys on our sheet in runs, 19 walks to 17 strikeouts.
Crazy.
There's so much to like about him. I'm going to say this. I think right now, if I'm looking at this list, and this is not going to help at all, so I don't even know why I'm saying it. McGonigal, Colson Montgomery, and Bobby Witt are the three that I think are in contention. I have my lean. What say you?
What say you? I think I joked about this on Jim's video. I think a lot of this conversation is all for naught because Bobby Witt, the one thing that should be mentioned, 10 stolen bases. These other guys, the max you're seeing is 2. Like we don't forget Bobby Witt Jr. is fast, but that is a special level of speed that these guys don't have in their bag. That it's also tough because the mental image we have of Bobby Witt Jr., those homers are coming, but he didn't have them to start the year. That I could do the reverse conversation with Colson Montgomery, whose 8 homers do jump out, but again, like. McGonigal has 2 triples. He has 11 doubles to Colson Montgomery has 5 of either. That I think the answer's there. I think McGonigal has been the best shortstop, and I I think it's too early in the season, and it would be rude to the third baseman to even do like was it Bobby Witt and we could tuck McGonigal in at third? I don't think that's fair. I think it's McGonigal's the best shortstop, but I like that you're now thinking about it.
Well, here's the thing, because we're gonna get into September. How do you say it? September. And we're gonna look back and say, shoot, Bobby Witt won May, June, July, August. Who won April? I'm not saying we're going to forget about McGonigal. I don't think that's the case at all. But Bobby Witt's going to be there.
What if Bobby Witt Jr. doesn't, dude? Like that's the unfair part. I can't give him a pedal just because I think he's going to be good.
Well, I'm saying it's still very, very close because he is the best defender in the game, if not, maybe 1-2 him and PCA. So it's like that has, and he has the sample size. He has the sample size.
Do you want to be rude to the AL third baseman? Because you've been an AL third baseman, Trevor.
No, I might even go off sheet for my third baseman. So we're just it's a tough one.
Okay. Then I'm Kevin McGonigal. That is my ballot.
If we're looking objectively at this and there were no names, it'd be Kevin McGonigal. I'm taking Kevin McGonigal.
Congrats to the kid.
God,
I believe this is his first pedal.
Is that what we have to do?
What?
Is go no name and do like an initial swipe through the page, no names, and just go check, 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 check. Not a ton of like thought into it. Just say, okay, these are the best numbers, and then have that as like our deciding factor.
I'm interested in doing a blind ballot. I think you and I are close enough to the numbers that we could probably sniff through it, but I'm open to that. Okay. Congrats to McGonigal. Today's episode is sponsored by Amazon. When life throws you a curveball, Amazon's everyday low prices on essentials help you save the everyday. Amazon has everything you need, people, and whenever you need it. From planned purchases to unexpected moments, they've got everything all in one place, saving you time and money so you can focus on what matters most. And for us, what matters most is having as much time every week to catch up on the baseball action. So if you're looking for tech, clothing, daily needs, or anything else you need to prepare for this baseball season, Amazon has everything you want and need all in one convenient place and can deliver to you anytime, anywhere. Whether it's routine shopping or handling life's curveballs, shop Amazon and save on essentials. Save the everyday. Rounding out the infield, and cannot wait to see what Trevor says, because on the sheet, Junior Caminero, the power hitting third baseman for the Tampa Bay Rays. Michael Garcia, the breakout player from last year. Thick neck Josh Young, balling this year. And then maybe the most staple of staples on this all JM team going back to 21 or whenever we started, Hoser Ramirez. And apparently Trev's going off sheet. So please, my king.
I'm not, because a lot of the statistics that I was referencing, and then I also see he's on the sheet. I was going to go to Okamoto, but a lot of the damage that he did was just against my Twins, and that, unfortunately for him, happened in May.
Yes. The
his numbers right now are looking nice because he feasted upon my Twins starting May 1st.
Okay, so sorry to Okamoto. We'll see you in May. That's the good news.
Yeah, we'll see you in May. Yeah, this is an interesting one because, again, nobody's really jumping off the page to me. Yes, Jose Ramirez is always there. I believe he is a Silver Daisy winner. I don't know if it was last year or the year before. I believe he's done it before. We have a couple different ways, like you said, of getting to these OPSs. Right now, if you're just looking at slash lines, which is the first place that I start, especially early on in the season, I mean, Josh Young is running away with it. He is almost 3.45ing it. 310, 381, 545 for the 925 OPS. Junior Caminero is the closest to him. He's got the slug, but the on-base percentage is down at 328 for Junior Caminero. So really, if we're going hitting right now, which is kind of what we got to do, I think Josh Young is where I'm leaning.
Now. The only this is the same argument with Bobby Witt that I threw into the fire. I do think it comes down to Young and Jose Ramirez. Jose Ramirez has 12 stolen bases. Like, again, that's not something we ignore. That's very different, because if it was slash line, you're right, Trev. I mean, Josh Young has had an amazing start to the season. I mean, the batting average is 100 points better than Ramirez. The on base is 40 points better. The slugging is 100 points better. I like Josh Young, how he looks defensively. I mean, Jose Ramirez also has that. That the conversation for me is twofold. Nice. It's Jose Ramirez, the stolen bases, and how much do they catch up to Josh Young's offensive profile? And then the follow-up question for me, and this is something I do like to factor, is when you're game planning the Guardians, Jose Ramirez is the one guy you kind of game plan around. Josh Young has kind of been in the second half of that Texas lineup, and you're navigating Seager, and you're navigating a few other guys in that lineup that it's my Eddie Rosario theory. Eddie Rosario used to always be third for those Twins. And okay, you got to deal with Eddie Rosario. There's games where Josh Young, he's not the featured guy in the game plan. So I don't know how any of that lands with you.
It lands. I mean, Jose Ramirez, 222 average right now. The expected batting average is 270. Josh Young also underperforming his expected batting average. This is actually 319. He's hitting 310. So a little bit of unluckiness for Jose Ramirez. And if you're looking at the numbers, 21 walks to 18 strikeouts for him. He does have the swipes with 12, no caught stealing. Josh Young has 1-1. Scored more runs, hit more homers. All right, it's Jose Ramirez.
Oh,
it's Jose Ramirez for me. The slash line is sexy for Josh, but everything else is pointing to Jose Ramirez. I can't.
You know what I'm going to do?
Get caught up in an April slash line when all the other numbers are Jose Ramirez.
Well, let's split it. I will go Josh Young. I think when you traditionally think of your third baseman, you want that power hitter that's banging it around. Obviously, well, you should want Jose Ramirez on any team. I think Josh Young's month is better. That let's split it, and I will send the text to the Jombino.
Okay, like that.
A little nervous. Okay, how should I phrase it? No, I'll just put it out there. Jose Ramirez or Josh Young. Boom. Stay tuned later in the episode to see what Jimmy O'Brien, Jomboy, thinks about the AL first base position. Or his leg is in hell and we don't hear from him and we panic, call someone. Congrats to those guys. Trev, American League outfield, and if you're new to the show, we do have one outfield stipulation. You need a center fielder. We believe in that, and we shouldn't have a problem getting a center fielder. You can also have multiple center fielders. We don't knock that, but you do need a center fielder. And in the American League, Trev, go out, watch Olivia, watch out. Mike Trout and Byron Buxton coming in at the AL center field position. Your T levels.
Oh, I was like, what's happening right now?
So we have two amazing center field options. Along with, I'd hate to get ahead of this, but that Aaron Judge guy still plays in the AL. That I think we have two obvious picks to start, and then the convo rolls from there.
Two center fielders, so we don't have to worry about that whatsoever, which is a nice one for us. Who are you going to give center field to? I think maybe that's a discussion.
I think it's clear, and again, ignoring what Buck Daddy has done into May, Trout's April numbers are insane.
Okay.
You can disagree with me, pal.
Byron goes and gets it out there.
Yeah.
Still. Yeah, and maybe I have he's also had a pretty nice May. He's continued his play into May, and I'm very in tune with what he's doing. So maybe that's clouded my judgment just a little bit. All right, let's give our guy who has 32 walks to 30 strikeouts. Let's go, Mike Trout. That is, he does not get that very often. If I had to guess, that might be one of a few months that he's had more walks than strikeouts.
It's a lot of walks, dude.
It's a lot of walks, Pop.
To go on with 10 homers, it's why his on-base percentage is a .431. So, yeah, and that would be if we had to do Buxton versus Trout. I mean,
Yes.
Buxton crushes, obviously. The on-base percentage at the end of April was 306, which those are just completely different players. And they are completely different players.
They are completely different players.
Mike Trout's back.
Snaps for Mike Trout in center field. Are we giving Byron another slot?
Well, I think it would be the right move and easy if you gave snaps for Aaron Judge right now, because the numbers are still casually ludicrous.
There's so many people listed on here right now that I'm just getting to his stats, and yes, I will snap for Aaron Judge.
Yeah, it was considered a slow start, and he ended the month with 12 homers, a 1.0 OPS.
He had a bad April. Was it last year where it's like was his only month?
So I believe last year he had a great April. I think it was 2 years ago he had the slow April.
Okay, so yeah, because he won the Silver Daisy last year. Okay.
Yeah.
2 years ago, April, and then he went off, obviously. Okay, so we have one more to give out, and there is just so many different types of players right now. You got your guy, Chandler Simpson. How about my guy, Taylor Ward? Chase DeLauder, what he's been able to do for the Guardians. I mean, Wheeler Abreu's got some numbers. Okay.
Wheeler Abreu is a constant, should he be here?
He was also fired up last night with Framber Valdez. He wanted to fight. Okay, I like that for us. Carlos Cortez, got to get mentioned. The at-bats probably aren't there, but he's trending in the right direction. AL outfield, I feel like, is always the hardest list to make. There's always multiple guys.
Taylor Ward, put some respect on his name. My goodness.
27 walks to 21 strikeouts for Taylor Ward. Where are you leaning, Coach?
Again, one wild card thing for here. Empty game rate has made the sheet as it's one of Jomboy's favorite stats. Is Chase DeLauder's empty game rate of 0 true, or is that a typo? Because that would pique my interest.
I'll go take a look real quick. That is a Jomboy feature right now. He's in the weeds on the sheet. So I'll take a look real quick and I'll get back to you.
He's doing that.
That's him. That's all Jim. That's
he's
not
operating
me.
right now.
That ain't me.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, that's an interesting one. Byron Buxton, a 3% empty rate, which is you want lower percentage in this category.
I'm not closed off to Buxton. Never have been.
Yeah. Man, he's what he's done is obviously play defense, and he's hit a lot of home runs. He's been very impactful for the Twins, even though, they're still kind of floundering a little bit.
Oh.
Okay.
Riley Green. Brandon Nimmo had an amazing month.
It's really close with everybody here. I don't think we could really go wrong. I mean, our guy Randy.
If that DeLauder empty game stat is real, I'll cast my vote for him now.
Agreed.
Looking at it real quick, it might be a typo. I only see 2 empty games for DeLauder. He had one.
He's out.
He had an 0 for 5 game, and he had one versus the Dodgers where in extra innings. Versus the Guardians, 0 for 5.
He's out. I think Buxton, Wheeler. God, Wheeler got off to a great start. Is Buxton's playing Buxton level defense, Coach?
Yes. Looks great. But again, he's kind of from these numbers right here. Let's see. Oh, we gotta do it here. He has added 3 more homers, a couple more runs driven in. Like he's kind of gone off a little bit in.
That doesn't matter.
Okay. I know, that's what I'm saying. But that's in my head. So
right, you're erasing it from your head. I get you.
I'm trying to. Yeah, this is a tough one. Has Jimmy gotten back to us about third base?
He said he's looking into it.
We can't put another one on him right away.
We could. I'll go Buxton. I don't know if it's popular or not. the way he does play defense, the threat he has been in that lineup, he has a lot more homers than all of these guys. Obviously, the walks are down. And yeah, I guess it ties in a little bit to if you're playing the Twins, he's kind of the bad man, where a lot of these other guys get covered up a little bit. That I kind of feel bad for Willier because he also plays amazing defense and has contributed. I think my ballot is cast.
This is going to be a Jimmy one. I love Buck. I'm showing that I'm not biased in this situation. I'm actually going to cast mine for somebody different. I'm casting it for Randy Arozarena.
Oh my God. Tell him why.
7 swipes, no caught stealing. Again, I mentioned like the guys in the Mariners offense that are supposed to get the job done really haven't yet. And so he's kept that team in the race. 381 on base percentage for Randy, which I feel like is very high for him. He's doing a good job there. 15 walks to 29 strikeouts. So he's got the 1-2 working. The runs are there. I mean, he's just all around. If I'm putting up between him and Abreu, I guess it's just the on base percentage that he has. Sheesh. I don't know, man. I'm all over the place here. I'll go. How about this? I'll go Abreu.
Jimmy.
I'll go Abreu.
What?
You go Buxton. Yeah, I just changed.
God damn it. I already texted Jimmy, coach. You got to be careful with that.
Because here's the thing. The only thing that he's got on Abreu is the stolen bases. That had me enamored right away because it was kind of an outlier at this position, which is crazy, by the way. There's not a lot of stolen bases in the AL outfield. So I'm going to go Willie Abreu because the slash line's better. The stolen bases got me. I'm taking that out of my mind. I'll go Willie. I mean, he's hitting 307 right now.
Okay. I'll wait for your next pick, I guess. The pick is in. Rob?
Josh Young versus Jose Ramirez. It's close in everything. It's not that close in a lot of my tiebreakers. Defensively, Josh Young ain't doing it. He's the bottom of the list DRS, bottom of the list outs above average. J-Ram is positive, outs above average, neutral DRS. And then you're going to look at the OPS and say Young's got him because the OPS is there. But Jose Ramirez has 12 steals. If you look at my stat, OPS plus speed, which takes into account stolen bases, going first to third on a single, going second to home on a single, taking the extra base on the pass ball, the wild pitch, and recalculates the OPS plus speed. Okay, so we look at that, and once I find my damn spreadsheet, it's still Young beats him, but J-Ram's up to a 922 OPS plus speed. And then you look at empty game rate, and that's where, once again, J-Ram beats him. So Young's got the slug, but all the other stuff, J-Ram's my vote.
Okay.
Nobody better.
I mean, look out. Jimmy on the freaking sticks at home on the couch is a scary, scary thing.
He's dangerous. It's the most deep dives he's done, which part of him likes that, but part of him hates everything else in his life right now. Let's see who he casts his vote for AL outfield. Trev, I'll cut you off at the pass so we can cook because we always get a little too caught up in AL because we're excited. Yordan Alvarez was probably the best hitter player in baseball by a lot of metrics. That the AL DH spot should be his.
No doubt. There's an article right now on the Fangraphs front page, or excuse me, maybe it's the Baseball Savant front page, that Yordan he doesn't do anything poorly as a hitter. Everything, he's good at everything.
That sounds good.
He's good at everything right now through April. A 1.199 OPS. He's fantastic. I guess let's read some stats because people need to know. 12 homers, 25 runs, 27 runs driven in, 21 walks to 14 Ks. I mean, 9 doubles. These are all blowing everybody else out of the water. It's not even close. So, I mean, he's right now 356, 462, 737. I've never seen a 347.
Oh, I've seen it. Congrats, Yordan. Sorry to Yandy Diaz. Carter Jensen, also listed in the DH category. Trev, something maybe I should have laid out earlier. Maybe I should not have. Our util position, which was highly debated through the years, because how do you do utility and what positions is it? We said, screw that. Let's give it to the best player who missed. We open it up to a fan vote. We pick the candidates live. We'll do it live in front of the people right now. That who do you think should be on the fan vote?
I think it'd be fun to include a Murakami.
Murakami was my first ballot. Yep.
Okay, and we're doing 3, correct?
We do whatever feels right.
Okay.
Is Bobby Witt illegal?
I don't think the numbers warrant it.
Okay.
This time, unfortunately for him.
What about his OPSS plus, dude?
I know the OPSS plus is probably right there. If you want to put him on, we can. I think Murakami, Bobby Witt's kind of a cheat code in balloting, but maybe he won't be. And it's
maybe
we can't say that.
Yeah, maybe Murakami is, dude. We don't know if that vote gets abroad.
Murakami and Bobby Witt, yes.
And then should we do the loser of the outfield vote?
Yes.
Whether it's
Byron or
Wheelier?
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll let the Jom ballot come in and we'll let the people vote. We put it out. Is Twitter the final vote? Insta doesn't get a vote, right? Although Instagram does votes now, I think.
Yeah, I would trust that more than
we put out a Google poll, actually, so that people can
Google poll that you can find from Twitter or Instagram. How about that?
Correct.
Okay. The final thing, and Trev, this is where it gets ugly, and we've debated if they should even be a part of it. Pitchers, it's not this program's strength, and especially after April, there's so many guys. The 2 that jump out to me, Parker Messick was amazing. Schlittler and Jose Soriano, I think, are the final 2 that I'd love to hear what your eyes see.
Look, if you're looking at ERA, you go straight to Jose Soriano. He's got a .84. Cam Schlittler, 1.51. Other than that, I think it's Schlittler. I mean, he's numbers that I like. WHIP, 0.74 to 0.94. Schlittler on top of that one. Obviously, both very good. That's allowing less than a base runner per inning, which is great. Opponent batting average they're right on par. 167 for Schlittler, 163 for Jose Soriano. Schlittler's not allowing any homers whatsoever. He's walking less people. He's striking out more people per 9 than Jose Soriano. I think I'm going Cam Schlittler here, even though Jose Soriano has been so freaking good. It's close, but that's my vote.
The whip is shocking. 0.74 out of Cam. People know I am a little bit of an ERA hoe.
16 walks for Soriano to 6 for Schlittler, and they both have equal amount of innings.
Both have been a silly level of dominant. Hey, you know what? The kid's running hot. Jimmy kind of hates. Actually, no, Jimmy loves pitchers. I'll go Soriano. That ERA and one more win as a pitcher, which nobody cares about anymore, matters to me. It doesn't matter to me. I like seeing a 0.84 ERA. If Schlittler had a 0.84 ERA, my ballot would be for him. Soriano and Schlittler. I'll text it to the big guy. We're hot.
I mean, maybe field the ball behind Schlittler or something, Yanks. Put Volpe back at short.
Oh, here we go. Okay. Jimmy might have his outfielder pick. I just went to confirm.
Nick Martinez, by the way.
Great.
Phenomenal for the Rays. He's
great. Trev, the National League. Halfway home, partner. We gotta go. Gotta go. Luckily, I do think our butts get saved here a little bit. Well, hold the phone. The National League catching position. Drake Baldwin, William Contreras, Liam Hicks, Carson Kelly again, and Dalton Rushing, who been a big topic and has played great baseball. Trev, for me, I think Drake Baldwin has come for the top catcher in the game crown. Liam Hicks's numbers are shocking. For me, it's Baldwin. I'll put it out there.
Liam Hicks has been an absolute stud. Are we faulting him because he's got to play first base every once in a while?
I don't know. I don't think I said
Augustine Ramirez. I mean, we should put Liam Hicks behind the plate pretty much every game. I don't know what they're trying to do down there.
Augustine's down. They called up Joe Mack.
Yeah, before that was what was going on. I hate putting so much on Jimmy, but I think that if I'm looking at these numbers, I might go Liam Hicks.
Why?
Well, I mean, overall slash line for one, 941 OPS is, from a catcher is incredible. I love Drake Baldwin. 884 also incredible there. Drake Baldwin striking out a little bit too much for me. Close to a 20% K rate. Liam Hicks at a 7%, so he's putting the ball in play, which is what the Marlins do. I mean, Drake Baldwin is on the better team, so there is that. I don't know, man. Give me your Drake Baldwin spiel. I mean, they both have 7 home runs. Liam Hicks leads in runs driven in. Drake Baldwin leads in runs. It's very close to me.
Yeah, I guess the counting stats as a whole do end up benefiting Drake between runs, walks, hits, but that's because he has played more. And yeah, I guess no, and I'm glad you brought up Liam Hicks, that we did highlight on the program like how good he has been. I guess I am mentally docking points that, 15 games at first base and DH, that's, if you tell me Hicks has 19 games at catcher, that's tough in 1 month of play. That your argument was well received, and that's why we talk about things in this country and on this show.
Yeah, let's do it. This year, let's see. This can't be right. Has there been that many games? I guess so. 27 games at catcher for Drake Baldwin, 13 games at DH.
It's getting into May.
I'll go Drake Baldwin. Liam Hicks, valiant effort. Dalton Rushing.
I could see him on the fan vote. I don't know how the rest of the NL shakes out. Yeah, I think if it was listed 19 games at catcher, we'd feel. I'm sorry, Liam Hicks. I'm sorry. Talk to McCullough.
Yeah.
Talk to McCullough, but he's also hitting so well that they're putting him at not catcher. I don't know. I'm sorry, Lee. I love you. Arkansas State, raise up. The National League the Jomboy vote is in for the American League outfielder. He didn't send a video this time. That was nice. He did say it's so close between Wheeler Abreu and Buxton. He cast his vote for Buxton. Surprised me a little bit.
Okay, go Bucks. That is a beautiful outfield right there. That's America's outfield.
So yeah, it's kinda. So Wheeler will enter the fan vote with Bobby Witt and Murakami. Wow,
that's an electric fan vote.
Holy, the WBC continues.
Drake Baldwin, National League. I also think first base is going to go to an Atlanta Brave, where he's on a Hall of Fame trajectory. Me and Chris Rose just talked about it. 300 homers on the freaking nose right now. I got him pegged for at least 450 in his career. He's going to get to like close to 70 WAR in his career because that's just what this guy does. He freaking posts. He is our modern day Cal Ripken, which is kind of a slight to Cal Ripken because he did it for so much longer than Medelson has done it. But modern day, we're all sissies. He's just the man. I don't know what else there is to say about him. You can look at some of Sal Stewart's numbers. I know Ildemaro Vargas is probably going to be in some kind of vote because he just is. He gets he gets this is the one problem that we have with all JM is that if you're playing multiple positions, it's hard for us to put you somewhere. So he's had a great start to the year. Sal Stewart again kind of carried that Reds offense throughout April, kind of struggled a little bit to start May. But Matt Olson's just been consistent as it gets. Right now, 296, 371, 616 through April. So I'm going Matt Olson.
Sal Stewart is toe-to-toe with him. This is a classic case of almost every stat you look at, he's right there, but slightly beat, except one thing. I did not know Sal Stewart was 7 steals, 0 caught.
I did not have that in my mind either.
And that's part of the reason we also... It's part of why we do this exercise. I do think the other thing that comes into play is Sal Stewart is learning a new profession. Matt Olson is also class at first base. That if I was going to go, hey, do those stolen bases catch Sal Stewart up in overall OPS? And again, like, it's very close all around. It's got some Will Smith feels to it. For those that are familiar with talking baseball, all JM lore, I do. It's just everything a little bit minus the steals, and then I think if you factor in defense, I think it's Matt Olson.
I love Sal Stewart's attitude, feistiness. You love him because he's from Miami. You kind of stole that from me a little bit, but
a little bit,
yeah,
a little bit. I did.
So 2 Braves to start off the NL, and could it be a third?
Wow. Today's episode is sponsored by Best Western Hotels and Resorts. Life's a trip, so why not make the most of it? 4,000 hotels worldwide. Best Western is there for every detour, destination, and unexpected turn along the way. Great stay isn't just about where you sleep, it's about where the journey takes you. And when you stay 3 nights at a Best Western, you'll receive a $50 gift card for your next stay. Best Western just gets it, people. Traveling is not one size fits all. We all got different needs out there. So whether you're unwinding or adventuring, Best Western helps you achieve your goals. So whether you're going solo with your friends or the entire roster, Best Western has you covered. Pack your bag, queue up the playlist, and book more of what matters most. Life's a trip. Make the most of it at bestwestern.com. Trevor is alluding to Ozzie Albies at second base. This is going to be our ugliest one. In a way, I almost want us to blind cast a ballot and just make Jimmy decide between whoever it is, because I don't see you and I. We need to announce our pick at the same time on this one, because Dalton put his most names on the list that he's done for a position. Ozzie Albies, Xavier Edwards, Nico Horner, Brandon Lau, Bryce Terang, and J.J. Weatherholt. I mean, do we have we have 4 NL Central second basemen on here.
It's the best league or the best division in all of baseball, excuse me.
Does second base drive your team's outcomes?
And all like my things that I like to separate my picks for, like walks to strikeouts is a big one for me. All these guys are doing great. Bryce Terang, 24 walks to 28 strikeouts. Nico Horner, 13 walks to 14 strikeouts. Xavier Edwards, 19 walks to 15 strikeouts. Guys are killing me right now. I'm ready to cast it if you are.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, we're doing it at the same time, aren't we?
We are. I guess I don't know if I'm ready to cast.
Oh, okay. I mean, well, shame on me for looking the sheet over before the show started, but
that is shame on you. I like hearing your arguments sometimes. I think you're a class guy.
Well, I will, but you said you want to do it at the same time. So
no, you're right. I do have. How about this? Jimmy just sent another video that I sent to Talkin' Baseball. So let's see what that is, and then we can blind cast our ballots, all right?
Yeah. The best pitcher in the AL in the month of April and March was Jose Soriano. His May start, not good. If this was April plus 1 start in May, I'd vote for Cam Schiller because he's better in all the stats. But it's not. It's best March and April. Jose Soriano, unbelievable. It was a record-breaking first 4 games, I believe. Lowest ERA through 4 games in the history of the entire sport. So, congrats to Jose.
I mean, are we the most unbiased company around? That's shocking.
We try to tell people. Well, actually, you know what it is, Trev? We are biased, but we tell you when we're being biased. Like that's we bring that to the table. That wow, Jose Soriano, record breaking. Okay, during that time I should have been picking my second baseman, and that's a mistake by me. Okay, I have my pick.
All right, ready?
3, 2, 1. Bryce Terang.
Yeah. It's just so consistent across the board. We know what he does defensively. I think we have, again, I keep mentioning the sample size thing. We have sample size of Bryce Terang. We do have sample size of Nico Horner as well. We know what he can do. A lot of guys in consideration. We mentioned Ozzie Albies, Xavier Edwards, JJ Weatherholt. We haven't really talked about. He's been, a spark plug for one of the most surprising teams in all of baseball. So
yes.
That's great. He's hit some homers. You got 7 freaking Jimmy Jacks already.
Yeah, dude. He's a beast.
Gosh, what B. Lau's brought to Pittsburgh, man. Can't be. You can't talk enough about it. But Bryce Terang, when it's all said and done, overall, I think he's the best. I think he's the best second baseman in baseball.
Yeah, and I think part of the problem is when you look at these 6 second basemen that have all been incredible, I guess what I've been doing in exercise is like who's been the best at what. I don't know. I was just going to talk about he does have the best OPS. He has an argument with the best defense, but so do 3 of these guys on the sheet. He's tied for the most stolen bases. That I think when it came to the most attributes, he has the most combined counting stats. Xavier Edwards does not get enough love. That's the one I'm currently regretting. Like if Xavier Edwards was on another team, would I be banging the table more for him? He's the one that I'm regretting a little more than Horner, I'd say right now.
Yeah, look, Xavier Edwards, I know we get enamored by batting average because that's fine. I think that's okay to get enamored by guys that get knocks. Like it's part of the equation.
It's encouraged.
336 for him. Him and Otto Lopez, I've said it. They're, maybe the best up the middle punch in all of baseball to start the year. As far as numbers go, like they've been freaking incredible. Otto Lopez bouncing ahead on the sheet. He's hitting 322.
That's crazy. No, it's still good that.
And I like they're more traditional middle infield for me. Not these big dudes. Get out of here.
Dude, you know Brandon, Ozzie out, all of these guys. This is gnarly.
Yeah.
Should it have been Terang?
Don't be going back on me now.
It felt right, and it's still not wrong. Congrats to Bryce Terang. 422.
One of these guys got to be on the util list. Who the hell are we going to pick?
Ozzie's not running.
It might be an all second baseman fan vote.
Whoa. Just put them all out there?
Yeah.
That'll get ugly quick. Okay. Speaking of ugly quick, let's go to the shortstop position where we have a couple ballers. CJ Abrams, Xander Bogaerts. Good to see you, old friend. Ellie De La Cruz and Otto Lopez, as you mentioned, with that 322 batting average. I guess, Trev, let's start running. What do you see?
Right now, to me, it's between CJ Abrams and Ellie De La Cruz. Right off the rip, Ellie 10 homers. People don't talk about that enough right now. He's always going to strike out a little bit too much for our liking. If he can figure that out, it'd be nice. The on-base percentage lies in a decent place for him. If he can be a 355, 360 on-base percentage guy, like look out because the overall slash line will be great because he is hitting for power. 565 slug for him. If you're looking at CJ Abrams, he's almost 345ing it. He's 296, 405, 556. He's got the better OPS, better WRC plus. Runs driven in, he's got Ellie beaten 26 to 24. Ellie's got him in runs. Those are my 2 picks. Are you leaning one way?
So very interesting. I went to go look at the splits because I wanted to see, Ellie's had a history of having some trouble from the right side, and CJ Abrams sometimes left on left could be tough for any ball player. Trev, I might have confused myself more. As we stand today, even though I know some of these todays don't exist, CJ Abrams is one dotting against righties, dominant. He has a 699 OPS versus lefties, but here's the slash line: 300, 349 on base, a 350 slug. So CJ Abrams against lefty clearly has a different approach where he's just trying to be a contact hitter, and that's working. Elly De La Cruz is mashing lefties this year. He's one dotting, which, okay, that's fantastic that he's worked on that and gotten better. His numbers from the left side are a little lower, which if you know math, that's how it works. That it's, for me, that's just turned into information, and it hasn't helped me towards the answer.
Not at all. No.
So that's good. That's fucking great. Ellie's really fast. The defense for both these guys can be questionable.
8 stolen bases for Elly, 5 for CJ Abrams. Walk percentages are right around there. Like I said, Elly with the higher K percentage. I think I have my vote.
I think I have my vote.
Want to go in 3,
2, 1. CJ Abrams.
Abrams, yeah.
Why did you pick him?
Overall slash line, I think. K percentage, if you're differentiating between those two guys, is a big one for me. It's part of Ellie's game. It's always going to be a fault of his. So that's something that I typically go to right there. I mean, 15 walks, 23 strikeouts for CJ Abrams. Do we have the 14% empty games for CJ, 13 for Elly? So that's a wash. I don't know. CJ Abrams' overall slash line is just better than Ellie's.
Yeah, let me look up one thing really closely. That I don't think it's changing my belt. CJ Abrams' numbers in the quote unquote clutch this year have been fantastic. Ellie's are not as good.
Okay.
But again, we're really searching at this point. I feel bad for my Reds nation. Sal and Elly in another world end up on this list, but they do not. Congrats, CJ Abrams. And dude, I know I do this every now and then, but remember when he got booted from the team and he was seen gambling late, and it was like, what's going on here?
Relatable.
That hasn't been that hasn't been the story recently with him. Congrats to CJ Abrams. Trev, third base. You lay it out.
This one kind of actually caught me by surprise when I went on the sheet, because I know he's been performing well, but I didn't know it was this good. And it's him and Andy Pages on the Dodgers, who've, if you talk about all the guys on the team, they're like 6 or 7 on the list, yet they've been the best offensive contributors so far this season. It's Max Muncy for me. He's running away with it, if we're being honest. 968 OPS. The rest of the guys on the sheet are Arenado, Nick Gonzalez, shout out, I've always believed in you, and Manny Machado. Their OPSs are in the 7s. Not going to get it done when you're facing a guy who sitting 287, 374 OBP with a 594 slug. He's just done it for me. 9 homers, 23 runs, and wait, what? Only 11 runs driven in? How is that possible? That's got to be a typo.
It's a little weird. Might have to check. We don't want it to all be daggers at #daggers@Dalt. I love that.
That's right.
It's
My
not a typo.
goodness.
Yeah.
What?
Wow. See, it turns into compliments for Dalt. Call him out.
9
out the
homers
Dodgers.
and 11 runs driven in. That's almost impossible.
Shocking.
I'm still voting for Max Muncy's above. I think you're on the same page here.
Yeah, it's not my problem that Los Dodgers haven't been getting on before him. No, man. I mean, if you wanted to make an argument for someone, I think it would be Nick Gonzo probably, and it's a different argument. 0 home runs to 9 might matter. And then Muncy, the on base, the slug. It's not close. A position that's normally one of our most contested positions. Shout out for Nolan Arenado making the list after a tough start and a new team and a salary dump. But a talking baseball celebrity, Max Muncy, third base. Get those RBIs up. Let's get some stakes.
What is going on with that? That's shocking.
National League outfield as we hit the home stretch. Like we said before, you need a center fielder. So with that, O'Neal Cruz, Money Mike Harris, the Deuce, and Andy Pages. So we've got options there. And then that will roll into the rest of the outfield that Coach, I'll kick off again. What are your eyes seeing? Because there's a lot of dudes.
There's a lot of guys here. I feel like it's best just to start with the center fielders. Okay.
Yeah.
On the sheet right now for center fielders, we have Andy Pages, Michael Harris II, and O'Neal Cruz, who are all having fantastic starts to the year. I do think one guy is clearing right now, and it's the guy I just mentioned with Max Muncy. I think it is Andy Pages. I think there is enough sample size. The guy can play great defense. And he's been raking 321, 366 with a 518 for the 884, which is, I mean, him and Michael Harris have a very eerily similar slash line. 321, 366, 518 for Andy Pages, 317, 352, 535 for Michael Harris, the Deuce. It's 884 for Pages, 887 for Harris. They both clear O'Neal Cruz, so I'm taking Cruz out of this. So I'll go Mike Harris, Andy Pages. What are you saying? I'm going Andy Pages, but you can convince me otherwise if you got something.
Cruz, the strikeout rate and the empty games and the defense. Think about who he's competing with here. Michael Harris, 2, and Andy Pages. Trev, I think I'm genuinely not doing this to make it easy on myself. I think I have both of them on my team. Money Mike has been awesome, okay. And so has Pages. That I guess how center field goes, if we want to, because you're casting your vote for Pages. I have no qualms with that. But I will also lock in my second vote for Money Mike Harris. He's been awesome. I was very critical of his season last year because I think a big chunk of Atlanta getting buried last year was because of his anemic first half of the season. Dude, he is, and I know he got banged up a little bit and he kind of entered this pinch hitting role at the end just to like saving games for Atlanta. And when he is out there playing defense, he goes toe to toe with everyone. That I think him and Pages is an ugly conversation that I don't think it's me copping out on it to not have it. That I'll put Pages in center and I will add Money Mike to my second outfield vote.
And love that structure for you and for us. Last outfielder, I'll give you 2 who I think are kind of are just the ones that I'm considering for the third spot would be James Wood, who is, just all the pop in the world. Looks great. He leads this group in homers. 238 average doesn't help him. And also put Mickey Moniak, who some of the offensive stats through I believe it's June of last year are shocking. The slug, I know he plays in Colorado, but the WRC plus backs it up as well. I think those 2 guys for me are, and maybe you throw Jordan Walker in there as well. I think let's do that. So between those 3 guys, Walker, Wood, and Moniak, Moniak's slash line is the best of all 3.
So let me throw a wrench in the equation. Because Corbin Carroll, we've just gotten too bored with how good he is.
Okay.
Corbin Carroll, 296, 397 on base, a 571 slug. And none of those guys can run with that cat. I think Jordan Walker, how much I've loved him this season, I think in the battle of the bigs, I think James Wood clips him slightly. The strikeouts are scary, but also the walks are just amazing. And James Wood can actually run a little bit too. Him and Jordan Walker tied with steals, so I shouldn't do that. I do think I would lean Wood over Walker. Moniak, your boy is a problem.
He's a problem.
Coach Trev.
He's a 1-1 guy.
1-1. He's one dotting. He found his home, and you are right with those stats. I do think he might slightly get clipped this month. He's about 5 to 7 games short of some of these guys, which I don't know if that was him platooning early on or what that was. That again, we're splitting the atom. I guess I could kind of do that with Corbin. I don't know. I don't want us to go through this with ignoring Corbin because I feel like he ends up in the same spot every month. His weighted runs created plus might be the highest on this sheet for a guy that can run better than anyone in baseball. I don't know.
Send it to Jim. I'm taking Moniak, and if you want to choose one of those other 3 guys that you mentioned, go for it.
Why is Jordan Walker's B-WAR so high? What the hell is that? I will go Corbin Carroll. I think we're bored for it for no reason. He's awesome. He is awesome. So Corbin Carroll, you voted for Moniak. I will text Big Papa Pump. Corbin Carroll versus Mickey Moniak. What an awesome text to receive by Jom. Okay. The National League DH position, where we're also going to have a conversation with a pitcher in it. Shohei Ohtani, Ivan Herrera, Casey Schmidt, Kyle Schwarber, Moises Ballesteros shout out. I think the games might hurt him. We'll see. Trevor, Shohei's pitching does not count here, but it will count when we get to the starting pitchers because he's a part of that. Designated hitter-wise, what do you see?
I mean, look, what do you want your DH to do?
Bop?
Drop nukes.
Bop.
Kyle Schwarber.
Oh, okay.
11 homers. Next closest person, Shohei, was 6. He's got 21 runs. That's tied with Shohei for the lead. He's got 20 runs driven in. That's the most of any guy on the sheet. 24 walks, which is right up there with Ivan Herrera and Shohei Ohtani for the lead here. I know he strikes out a bit. He hasn't even really gotten hot yet. That's the thing. Overall slash line 976 because of the walks and the slug. He does what you want your DH to do. Drive in runs, hit homers. Kyle Schwarber.
I think you're right. I want to double check the numbers a little bit. Shout out Ivan Herrera and Casey Schmidt, who are, kind of battling in a tough arena right now, but a great starts to this season. I think the counting stats end up winning because even if you were like, oh, Schwarber strikes out a lot, Shohei sneaky right behind him.
Yeah.
Like not that wasn't a jarring number that I was wondering if that was going to be part of the conversation. And then, I think that essentially at the end of May, Schwarber having double the homers, that is the differentiator on the sheet. Shohei has 4 stolen bases, which obviously we know he has more than that in him and his threat compared to what Kyle Schwarber brings on the bases. But the slugging being 100 points off, the OPS being close to the same. DH legend Kyle Schwarber gets the vote.
Yeah. Shout out Moises Ballesteros.
Dude, that guy. All-story Ellie team and dominating for the Cubs. I have the last outfield pick from Jimmy O'Brien.
Okay.
Corbin Carroll of the Arizona Diamondbacks.
I tried, Mickey. I tried.
I know you did. I might be able to get him in the fan vote. What are we doing for fan vote? Because a second ago we said all of the second basemen.
Anyone we send to a vote has to be put in the fan vote, I think.
Okay. So Moniak's in, and I want him in.
And like 2 second basemen, I would say.
Moniak, Liam Hicks we discussed, Sal Stewart, Ellie De La Cruz.
Oh gosh, there are a lot, huh? Who did we went Terang? Let's go.
Ildemaro Vargas?
Yeah, he has to be in the fan vote.
He has to be in.
Okay, so Vargas,
Moniak,
Nico.
I think I'm not picking a second baseman. I'd rather have Sal Stewart or Ellie in there.
Oh, I think Nico needs to be in there.
Put him in.
And then you pick between Sal Stewart or Ellie.
Okay, Reds Nation. I'm feeling the pressure from you guys.
Those are the only two offensive threats on the whole dang team.
Yeah,
although our early settler Nathaniel Lowe's had some big swings.
Yeah, he's chipping in. Give me Sal Stewart. I want the kid.
I like that.
I want the kid. He was carrying. Okay. All right, Coach Trev. The fan vote's ready. The last thing we have to do, the National League starting pitcher, Elder, Glasnow, Clay Holmes, Nolan McLean, Shohei Ohtani, and Chris Sale. For me, Trev, I'll cut through it a little bit. I think it comes down to Bryce Elder and Shohei. Bryce Elder, your argument would be the innings, 43 innings with that 1.88. Shohei Ohtani does, through the end of April, was a 0.6 ERA in 30 innings.
It's hard to. We do innings pitched or at bats. It's hard to fault Shohei. He's in a 6-man and he is doing other things. I feel like he can't really fault him for that because 5 games started to Bryce Elder's 7. Shohei has 5 quality starts. Every single start, he's gone at least 6 innings, 3 or less runs, as that's what a quality start is. I'm leaning Shohei here. All the stats that pitchers like, I always mention it. FIP, big one for them. Fielding independent pitching, 198 compared to 312 between those two guys we mentioned. He has not allowed a homer yet, which I think is also a very big thing. I'm going Shohei here. I guess curious, like Shohei, let's say he wins starting pitcher of April and then goes and is the DH the rest of the year. Is that considered a silver daisy? I don't think we've come up with that yet.
Shohei's created a lot of rules in this game, Coach Trev, that we would have to figure that out. I think it would count, knee-jerk reaction. And he is the pick. Like, if you want to go counting stats, yes, Elder's got innings. He's given up like almost double the hits. If you take away his 2 non-quality starts, then Shohei's has matched in Rays. Like, if you took his 2 worst starts away, Shohei's still there. So it's Shohei. Our national crisis is averted. I'm sorry, Atlanta. Hey, you got catcher and first base. Get off our ass.
Yeah.
You know? Okay. We did it. We landed on the moon.
Tony Vitello not in managerial discussion.
Did not get it.
Carlos Mendoza also not in.
In the American League, Shea Langoliers, Ben Rice, Cole Young, and Kevin McGonigal up the middle. Oh, my. Jose Ramirez. In the outfield, we get to the olds and the legends, Trev. Buxton, Trout, Judge. Yes. Yordan Alvarez DHing. Jose Soriano on the bump. The fan boat comes down to Murakami, Witt Jr., and Wheelier. Yo. In the National League, Drake Baldwin, Matt Olson, yes, Bryce Terang, CJ Abrams, Max Muncy. Bryce might be spelled wrong there, Bobo. We might want to double check that. Max Muncy, Michael Harris, too, and Andy Pajes in the outfield with Corbin Carroll. Wow, go and get it. Kyle Schwarber and Shohei Ohtani, and a fan vote for the ages. Mickey Moniak, Nico Horner, Sal Stewart, and a name so small I can't see it on my screen.
Ildemaro Vargas.
Ildemaro Vargas. April's all JM team. Please, if you've listened to this, go out and vote. There's a Google sheet, as I knew, where your vote counts. So get out there and vote, you know.
Love you, Jakey boy. Happy Mama's Day.
Happy Cinco de Mama. Trev, we do have to send the people out because it's a Wednesday episode with some Fanatics Markets. Go check out Fanatics Markets, people. Today, if you're there, the couple Fanatics Markets games we want to highlight. Guards Royals, Trev, you know we live in the Central. And a couple Southpaws on the bump. Joey Cantillo versus Cole Ragans. Royals getting hot, Coach.
Royals getting hot. We're seeing a little Jet Caglione contributions, driving in some runs. We talked about Bobby Witt and what he brings, and our guy Carter Jensen. But here's the thing: the guards are just kind of inevitable. Chris Rose won't say it. Detroit with losing Skubal, that kind of opens up the AL Central.
Joey Cantillo living in the zone this season. Cole Ragans and that fastball looks to be back. So check that one out. And then if you're looking for a late night, how about Pirates D-backs, Skeens versus Soroka? Yeah. Both pitchers coming off actually tough starts at the end of April. Skeens against the Cards, Soroka against the Brewers, and late night Ildemaro, fire me up.
Yeah, Arizona hanging in there, 17-17 on the year. And then the Pirates, 2 games above that, or I guess 1 total, 19-17 for them. And the Pirates are starting to look like a complete team, which is a little scary for everybody right now. Connor Griffin getting it going. Mentioned some of the other offensive output from them, and B. Lau and guys they brought in like O'Hearn. So they're looking good. But I do like both of these teams. They're kind of both sneaky teams you don't want to play.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
I like that for
different reasons too.
There's been a lot more Connor Griffin in the box scores.
Yes.
Event contracts carry risk of total loss and changing prices. Not good for all investors. Not available in all states. Must be 21 plus. See important disclosures in Fanatics Markets app. Customers are introduced to Crypto.com by Paragon Global Markets LLC, DBA Fanatics Markets IB, an introducing broker registered with CFTC and a member of the NFA.
Thank you to Coach Trev. Everyone in the comments, let us know why we should have picked your guy. We're sorry we didn't, but if they play well in May, we'll talk about them in a little bit. Thank you guys so much. We will be back Friday, series recap app. Go baseball.
Jake sucks. Where's that? Where, are you Gopher Atlantic?
Atlantic.
Cool.
Yeah. Nice. Shark bite capital of the world.
Oh my gosh. Are you going in the water, or is that just not allowed?
I'm living in the water.
Okay. You don't change your spatula either.
Take a run at me.